Welcome to humanity. This is our one.
Whatever it takes, we got to say whatever it takes is what it took.
This is Brock Lesnar, and you're listening to Fight.net Radio.
Yo, hi, this is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight.net Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to listen to Fight.net Radio.
Lee Harvey Oswald, what's your name? I know how am I supposed to know you?
This is Frank Shamrock. You're listening to Fight.net Radio.
Hi, this is Mia, the Knockout St. John. You're listening to Fight.net Radio, and there's no way I would ever touch Lee.
This is Chuck Jackson.
I am Stephen Bonner, and you're listening to Fight.net Radio.
Dan Henderson, you're listening to Fight.net Radio.
Everybody, welcome to Fight.net Radio, where Lee's burning every bridge there is out there. All right.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on FightNetRadio.com.
Hey, I'm the king of the world! Hold it, you're not that crazy. I'm a bad man! I took up the world!
Hi everyone, welcome to Fight.net Radio. I didn't record that, Andrew.
Alright, good.
Because Andrew and I were talking and discussing the difficulty with going to the Raider game. So you're going to take the BART in and just go to the game?
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm doing today. First time doing that. See how it goes.
That's how we do it in San Diego. We don't tailgate. We just don't.
Yeah, I am very disappointed about the parking situation. I hope it is a disaster today. I will be interested in seeing how that looks. Because, Lee, this is what I'm thinking. Everybody's wife is going to want to show up at, 9:30-ish now? Because we all have parking passes. We have a stall. And watch how many people are going to show up at this thing and not get in until about 10 or 11, not even get their barbecue ready until almost game time. You watch.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fight.net Radio, where the first 5 to 10 minutes of the show are complete drivel. This week, we're discussing Andrew's desire to have a parking pass for his season seats. I don't know. There's 2 home games this week for me, and I can't decide what to do, and I'm almost at the point of not going to either home opener here in Southern California. I don't want to go see the Rams at the Coliseum. It's a dump. I don't want to go to the Chargers because they play in a dump. Which leaves me with what? Buffalo Wild Wings or Hooters? I mean, legit, that's my choices. That's pretty bad.
The Rams won't be legit until that stadium's built, Lee.
Until they fire Fisher, maybe.
Yeah.
Please.
I don't even know if that's happening. I think he's going to have a little bit of play in this whole thing until this transition is done. They're just waiting for that stadium. It's all about the stadium being built. A lot of those players, I don't even know if they're paying that much attention to this year. It's all about trying to stay on the roster for that stadium to be built. I know one of their defensive linemen just got a 3-year contract, so he'll be there.
Yeah.
He's happy.
Yeah, there's a few people happy, like their quarterback who they don't play.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things to be happy about with the Rams, if you're a Ram.
Yeah, if you're a fan, it's going to be a tough one.
No, they're going to try you as hard as they can. I think next season is when I buy the season seats. Maybe next year or the year after, when they really suck. They're only going to get progressively worse. They're not going to get progressively better until that stadium opens.
And it's about draft picks right now, Lee. If you do 2 years in the gutter, blueprint of what the Raiders just did over here in Oakland, you're going to get a lot of quality players in the first 3 rounds of the draft. And they have 3 years to build this roster with quality players before they move into this $1 billion new facility. And I think it's all going to plan out just how the Rams want it. The NFL will help you when you help them. And what Kroenke's doing right now in Southern California is definitely helping the NFL. The Rams will be good when that.
Well, they're going to have 2 teams. I mean, they're basically going to tell Kroenke to do this. In November, the Chargers get a vote for a tax increase to build their $1 billion stadium.
Won't pass.
It won't pass because the fans are already burnt. The fans are over it, right? And it's only a tax hike on people who travel to the city. It doesn't even affect the people who live there. But once that doesn't go through, they'll buy a lease from Kroenke and move up to LA, and you'll have AFC and NFC in LA in a brand new stadium, and they'll be happy. Everybody will be happy. I will be ecstatic because I'll have tickets for 16 straight weeks of football. Like, it'll be unreal for me.
Right.
There'll be 16 weeks of live football in LA. Like, that is my dream in a nutshell. I want to buy that package. How do I have this seat for the next 16 weeks of live games? That's just, I don't even care that the Rams suck. I get to go watch live football for 16 straight weeks with the option on playoffs. Where do I pay for that? I would do that in a heartbeat. That's enough football. How's the fantasy team going?
Not good. Yes, my GM, she did not have a good first game. We lost, Lee. We lost our first game of the year.
Okay, have you played co-host Guillermo Jimenez yet?
No.
Head-to-head?
No, I haven't.
How many weeks till that showdown?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to it like that.
Really? Because of you, I played and I won in my first week, and I missed the first 4 rounds of my draft, and I still put together a winning team.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I went last night to change my roster. That's how much I pay attention, Lee.
We'll see how it goes. I guess the biggest news for those of you who listen to the show, here's how the format works. Andrew is a writer. I am an asshole. Together, we talk about boxing. If you sign up for the show, occasionally I even talk about MMA. It'll surprise you, but it happens. Every once in a while, I'll even drop in some WWE headlines or good audio, whatever I find along the way. But by and large, this show was built and continues to be basically about Andrew's love of boxing and my absolute... I'm just so cynical about boxing. And last night was proof of that, Andrew, wasn't it? Canelo Smith... Camelo... I can't even talk this morning. I've gone to too many concerts. Saul Canelo Alvarez defeats Liam Beefy Smith in a 9-round KO. Why did it take so long? So here's the breakdown. Saul Canelo Alvarez scores a 9-round TKO over WBO junior middleweight Liam Beefy Smith in front of an estimated 51,000, which, by the way, would be a massive disappointment if that's the final number, in Arlington, Texas. Canelo took command in round 1 against the slower Smith. In round 2, Canelo landed short shots to the body while Smith started to connect late. Canelo was cut over his left eye. Canelo edged 3 and 4 rounds. Smith cut over his right eye, but had moments in round 5. Blood started to flow from Smith in round 6. Canelo stopped Smith with a right to the ear in the 7th, but Smith dealt with Alvarez's follow-up body attack, couldn't deal with the follow-up body attack. Smith went down from body shots in the 8th. The finish came with another nice shot in round number 9. Andrew, I picked this fight wrong. I said that Canelo would win by decision and it would go the distance. I was wrong. Liam was even shittier than I projected.
No, he wasn't, Lee. He put up a good fight last night.
No, he did. No, he didn't.
Way in over his head. Look, this is the first time across the pond. This is the first time in with a major star. He had never fought an opponent like this. This is why I was leaning towards Canelo this whole time. I did not expect too much from Liam Smith, and he actually gave me more than I thought he was. He exchanged. He took a lot of shots, Lee. He took a lot of shots early, and he never cracked. He never wobbled anything. He took them. He stared right at Canelo. Sometimes he even told him to bring it, motioning his hands in. Canelo looked good. I don't know if it was more of Liam Smith not doing enough or if Canelo is just, getting better with age. He is only 26 years old. He's still very young. As far as age in the boxing world, he's not young. He's been doing it for 15, 16 years now. So very hard to gauge what Canelo we're actually seeing here, because as I say that Liam Smith did a good job and went over my expectations, Lee, what he didn't do was ever take over the fight. And a lot of other Canelo's close fights, the Trout, the Lara, the Cotto, Canelo had these moments where he just stopped throwing punches and would allow the opponent to come back and really set the tone of the final minute or so of the round and by taking over. Liam Smith had that opportunity last night. Canelo had a lot of moments where he did do his old thing, Lee, of just going on the ropes, trying to dodge a lot of punches with head movement, not being really successful. I hope he watches the tape and kind of cleans that up a little, maybe not even do it at all because he doesn't seem that good at it. But he gave Liam Smith the opportunity. Smith just didn't take it. Way too many jabs when Canelo's on the ropes. Pawing, he was, reaching out for him, trying to measure him up. You just got to go to work. You got to get in there, and you got to, when Canelo gives you that opportunity where he's not throwing, you must throw. And Liam Smith, there was too much of not throwing in those moments. And I believe that's why Canelo was able to last this fight and not really look as bad as he has in other performances, but at least as getting tired. So overall, another great knockout. I mean, seriously, this kid Canelo, he has a hell of a highlight reel. If anyone watched the pay-per-view commercials, Canelo's getting a hell of a highlight reel as far as knockouts. They're all one punch. Last night, again, one body shot and down he went. And Lee, it was a legit, I know you've seen it, that's a legit knockout. When a guy gets hit in the body and he picks his legs up and his face looks like he wants to cry, that's a legit body shot. There was no pounding of the canvas. There was no rolling over and saying, darn it.
Hold on. For those that don't listen to the show regularly, this is a reference to Oscar De La Hoya's phantom kidney shot at the hands of now business partner.
The next day.
The executioner, Bernard Hopkins.
Didn't they sign that business partnership like before they left Las Vegas that weekend?
They signed it before the fight started, I thought.
Yeah, so
it is
a legit body shot. Saul Alvarez, I mean, great knockout win. This is 3 in a row. What they're trying to do with him is working. 51,000 seats, that's not a small number. Look, last week.
Yeah, but for a venue that was designed to hold 100,000, 51,000 looks empty.
Lee, I understand that, but 51,000, you got to think, Liam Smith had never even been to the States before. Nobody knew him. We didn't even know there was a WBA junior middleweight undefeated champ before this fight gets signed, right? I'm dead serious about this. Liam Smith is an absolute nobody to the sport. I think that's a great showing that's De La Hoya's number. De La Hoya fought Patrick Charpentier, I believe his last name was. He does like 50-something thousand in Dallas, and that everyone praised him for that because he fought a no one. Well, Saul did that last night, and he brought in a very good number. I know I was given
yeah, you know what? $12 tickets on Groupon will bring in a lot of people.
And Lee,
that's really what this is.
Lee,
you know what? Everybody can blow Canelo till they're blue in the face.
Nobody's blowing him here. 51,000 people is a lot of people for a fight, a boxing match.
There's a big difference of 51,000 paying, mostly for $10 to $20 tickets, and 18,000 in Vegas at the new arena, right?
Yeah, or Triple G and them doing 20.
Where they're paying $100 minimum a seat. That's a huge difference. It's a huge difference.
It is a huge difference, but Lee, there's many fights going on around the world where they don't have $100 seats and they don't come nowhere near 51,000 people. So anybody who can get 51,000 people to come to a boxing match, you're ahead of the game. You're doing fine. I don't care, $12, $10, whatever you're selling, you're doing better than anyone else out there in that same type of venue. So Saul did sell a ticket last night. That's a very good number of fans. And let me tell you, if you put somebody with a name, someone that actually the Mexican fan base knows, it's going to be a lot more than 51,000. Those 51,000 are coming back. And then how many is Triple G going to bring? You get what I'm saying? How many would a Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo sells 100,000 easily in that thing.
Hey, look, and I'm not on the jockstrap of Floyd. For all the Floyd fans that are out there that said Floyd was giving away tickets. You just had to be in Vegas at the right time to get your ticket.
That's Las Vegas. In Arlington, Texas, like you just said, believe me, 100,000 people would be at that arena if them two fought. Now, it's as simple as that. Triple G versus Canelo would do 100,000 people in that arena easily. And right now, that fight does 100,000. You could go to Wembley and that fight would do 100.